What's up guys, the Bobcat here, and welcome back to Dark Souls 2, Scholar of the First Sin. Last time, we started going through the, what's it now? Forest of Fallen Giants? Yeah, we started going through the Cardinal Tower area, and we'll not the shortcut to get to the first boss, I suppose, of that area. But before we do that, we're going to go and do a slight side objective, which will help out a little bit when it comes to actually doing the boss. So for that we've got to go back this way. I want to keep an eye on that guy with the fire bombs. We'll lure this guy back in here. I don't know if I've upgraded my Estus flasks or not. I don't remember. I'll have to check. Anyway, we also upgraded our weapon, so we're doing a bit more damage than we were last time. Yeah, we don't have any... what are you doing there, mouse? Be gone. But I don't see any Estus flask shards, so I think we're okay in that respect. So let's head back down here and go meet up with Mild-Mannered Pate. Oh wow, the tracking on that. I haven't played in a few days, so get back into the swing of things. Now, there should be a bunch of ballista guys in here. I don't remember if they reset. Yep, they do. I don't know if that explosion is an oversight, because usually that doesn't go off when the ballistas fire. And it's weird that it does, because it gets rid of quite a difficult enemy in our way. I say quite a difficult enemy, it's one of the Ironclads. And I missed that backstab. Wonderful. Hey, hollow sworded gauntlets. What are they like? Probably worse than what we've got. Yeah, they are. Well, let's go see Pate and get this little side area out of the way. It'll also let us summon him for the boss, which will be quite nice.
Hello there. Traveling all alone in these treacherous times. Well, I hope you have a very good reason. Oh, hogwash. Who am I to judge? My name is Pate. I journey hither and thither on a sort of treasure hunt, you might call it. Be careful out there. There's talk of unsavory bandits who prey upon travelers like yourself. Oh yes, you be cautious if you go any farther. There's treasure in there for certain, but the entrance locks from behind. I saw the same design earlier, and it's the same contraption, I'm sure. I was with this warrior, you see, and he insisted that he go inside first. The rather brusque fellow tried to swipe the lid for himself, but it trapped him inside. I still have the gent's ring. I do hope he wasn't harmed. I'll leave this one to you. I'm worried about what might be inside. I'll leave this one.
So he quite clearly tells us this is a trap. We're going to go in regardless. Because why not? I don't know if the enemies have changed in here. I hope they haven't. What the... what is that noise? That's very strange. Well, there's the door locks. And enemies. Ooh. Stop locking onto him. There we go. Bit of damage. Pop a life gem. There we go. Not too bad. We've got some decent armour, so we're not taking too much damage, thankfully. Now then. Let's see if there's anything more horrifying in here. Strange. Usually there's enemies at the top of that stairs. Well, might as well get the secret while we're at it. the secret, if I remember correctly, is a sorcery catalyst. Yeah, a sorcery staff. In fact, is that any different than it usually is? Nah, it's still the same one. Used for casting magic. I don't know if I want to use magic. I think what I want to try and use actually on this character is the hexes, so the dark magic. I think that's what I want to go for. What is that noise? Okay, those hollows are apparently attacking a tree. Back away. And then we can hop back down and speak with Pate again.
Well, I see you managed to escape. I hope that brave warrior didn't come a cropper either. Be careful out there. There's talk of unsavory bandits who prey upon Oh. But you should take this. It allows undead to call out for help to one another across the fissures between worlds. With luck, somebody will lend you a hand. Well, I see. I hope that... Be careful.
So he gives us the white sign... Sorry, the white sign soapstone.
Well, I hope...
And that lets us do co-op. That's what this sign here is. Apparently his name is nothing but Asterixes. Asterixes? I think that's what you call it. Anyway, let's go see what those two hollows were banging about. Yeah, they're going at that tree. Probably going to want to go back to the bonfire for this. What did that tree do to you two? Leave it alone. We'll be coming back to this tree later on. There's an item we need first, before it actually does something. And if you remember what Melentia said it was a giant. The giants died and became trees, and well, it certainly looks humanoid. So, let's go... What's up here? It's been a while since I explored this area. That leads over here. Oh, I remember now. I don't usually go up here, honestly. Get a light crossbow, which is nice, I suppose. And making that jump is annoying. Let's see if there's anything over here. Doesn't look to be so. Let's try and make that jump. Hey, we did it. And we get a silver nameless soldier and a torch. We can also do a plunging attack. I'll get rid of this guy with the S-stock. Losing endurance, well, stamina is not a good thing. And this, if I remember correctly, should be a helmet. Yeah, and the Mailbreaker. So the infantry helmet. Let's have a look at that. Is that any better than what we have? We got the hollow one and the non-hollow one. A piece of basic minimal equipment. At least it's light and easy to use. Well, it's slightly lighter, but it doesn't really protect us any more than what we've got, so we're keeping on we've got. We can hop down here then. What did the Ironclad drop? Was it an Ironclad that was here? It dropped the winged spear, which is a surprise. Spear with the winged lugs, longer than standard spears, allowing for attacks further away. Thrusting attacks are efficient, even against opponents with high defense, but they have a narrow point of contact and won't effectively break through a shielded defense. I'm sorry, it's late, so my speech is less than great. So yeah, the winged spear. Probably not going to use it. I've had enough of spears after the last time I played Dark Souls. Which, if you remember, if you actually watched that series, was when I went through the DLC areas. Okay, these two are going to play blocky. And we got a guard break. Wonderful. Okay, I don't know how he was still blocking them, but whatever. We won and he gave us a life gem for our troubles. So, we can just heal right back up. So now that we've got Pate spoken to, we're going to head back up to the top of this ladder. And then go and fight the boss of this area. Block. And then go fight the boss. And then we'll move on to fighting the pursuer. So let's go and do that. Does the rest. And then go fight the pursuer. Do we have any keys? Well, not the pursuer, the what do you call it now? The oh, I've forgotten. The last giant. That were it. Can't believe I forgot that. We also didn't go into the mansion. I've just realised, so we're gonna need to do that. Anyway, after we do this, we'll jump back to the jeweler, as I said, and we'll go and open up the house, which Kale. Was it Kale? I think it was Kale, wasn't it? Yeah, Kale the cartographer. So we'll go and open that up, and then get the items from inside there. We can't open this door, don't have the key for it, and we won't get that key for a while. Now in here we have, well, Malminer Pit for a start, and someone else. Who are you? Sellsword Luet? That's weird. Is that a new NPC, or is it actually a person? Well, judging by his equipment, I'm guessing it's an actual... I'm unsure. I summon them. Summoning people does make the boss harder, but regardless, I want to see if that's actually a person or not. No, it's actually an NPC. Wow, that's interesting. And he's wearing the red eye ring, which makes enemies attracted to you. Well, want to focus you down. Okay, so a new summon. That's interesting. Let's go in and fight the boss. There's a very good reason why this guy doesn't like us. He's not too difficult. Oh, I probably shouldn't do that. That's a very bad idea. Well, thankfully we've got 2 summons. It does make the fight a bit harder, but we've leveled up our sword a few times. Oh, I haven't fought against him in a while, so I'm not used to his movesets. All I know is you avoid the stomp. Ooh. Clipped. Good. Well, it's getting stomped on. Ooh, once again, stepped on. I haven't fought this boss in a long time, so I am going to be rusty on this. So, try and bring him forward again. Thankfully the summons are doing a pretty good job of keeping him off us. And stepped on. Oh. Moving over to his sort of second area, or second stage. He's pulled his arm off. Did I mention that he really doesn't like us? And there's a really good reason for him not liking us, which we will discover much later. Well, for now, let's be careful. Nice and slow, I don't need to do anything risky. He just swings his arm down on them. Well, should be just fine. And we get him. Not too difficult. Didn't even use an Estus flask. Get the soldier's key and the soul of the last giant. The soldier's key is what we really want. So, before we do that, let's have a look at his soul. The Lord of Giants, who had brought, wreck and ruin to the entire kingdom, was said to have been felled by an unknown warrior. His beaten and broken remains were then dragged beneath the stronghold where they were sealed away. Where he was sealed away. So, unknown warrior. We're gonna fill that part out later on. And we also got the soldier's key. The fort was erected in the forest to face the giants, but is now now the soldiers are lost and hollowed. So we don't actually need to go back up the elevator, but we're already halfway there. We could have used the homeward bone to get out. Anyway, let's go back to Majula and then we can enter Kale's house and speak to him again and get the items from down there, and then we'll go get one of the swords I actually want. One of the swords I want to really try out. It's actually one of the first swords I really used, so we're going to go and grab that afterwards. Don't know how much strength it requires though to use. I did say I was going for a strength build. So Kale is over here. That's the mansion that was locked. Also got Morlin. I don't think we've spent enough or bought enough yet for him to change. No, we haven't.
Oh.
So we need to buy something else for him to open up his second set of inventory. Could buy the silver eagle kite shield. It's not very good though. Yeah, we'll get it. Why not?
Thanks very much. And do please.
And that should change over his equipment with any luck. I think if you spend like 1,000, then 10,000. It's somewhat like that before he changes over. Now in here, oh, it's changed. I remember there used to be a lot more books in here. We got this big book here and an item, which is Forest Lockstone. That's very nice. We can actually go back now and get one of the rings, which I really would like to use. Which we're going to do because it's on the way to getting the sword I want to use. So, Kale mentioned something about not going into the basement. Here's the map, by the way, that he mentioned. This light is the light of the last giant. And it's lit up because the last giant is no more. We'll see more of them lighting up as we go through. So this is why he didn't want us going in the basement as a skeleton. It seems to be a bit tougher than I remember. Well, poison them being quite strong. Well, not too bad. Get a human effigy from it, which is quite nice. Over here, don't give up skeleton. Estus Flask Shard. They are just handing out the Estus Flask shards. And here, there's an item which is broken on the floor. Not much we can do with it. And in here, we should get a soul vessel, if I'm not mistaken. We do. Interesting thing about this chest, the contents of it changes. Also, it's depending on the week, maybe. I'm not sure how often it changes, but you can get different items from it, depending on what's going on. I remember last time I opened it, I actually got a black steel katana from it that was white. So it was a white steel katana, I suppose. It looked really nice. But didn't really use it. I think I showed it off though. Well, regardless, it's quite a nice weapon, and you get black steel katanas much later on, so you can get some good items from it. There was once once you could get a Murakumo from it, if I'm not mistaken, which is another high level item. I say high level. Level really doesn't factor into it. It's just at what stage of the game you get it. So now that we've unlocked that, we'll rest, and then we'll see if Merlin's changed his inventory yet. It'd be nice if he has. We'll also get to see some changes in him, and Kale will also be inside. But we are approaching 20 minutes, so... Yep, Merlin's changed. As you can see, he's now sitting on a stool, rather than on the floor.
Oh, I was hoping that you would come. I've stocked some new things, and I thought that you might be interested. They've been selling rather well, and I may step up operations soon. I'm surprising even myself, to be honest. Did I mention before that, well, I'm not from these parts? I was on a journey, and somehow ended up here. The desolation here was disenchanting at first, but over time, things started to turn my way. Yeah, I've got a good few regulars now. They're all strangely desperate and quite willing to pay a premium. Sadly, some of them never come back, but I try not to think about it. Have you seen that warrior lugging that giant blue sword about? I'm no expert, but that appears to be a fine specimen. The monstrous thing has a peculiar design, quite unlike anything found in Volgan. If you should speak to him, would you ask him if he won't sell it? I'd have to take another look, but I'm confident I could offer quite a price. I considered returning to my homeland, but I've decided to stay a while longer. I've started to turn a handsome profit now, and I can't bear to give it up. I considered returning...
So the warrior with the blue sword he mentioned is a person we haven't met yet. He's actually around the corner, up back towards where we came from. We'll go there later on. But now you can see he sells two different armor sets. He sells the Elite Knight and the Royal Soldier. The Elite Knight, armor made from Braden steel, provides sturdy defense, making it an all-time favorite of Elite Knights. Braden steel is used widely in Drangleic. This fine alloy is made from ores mined in the Southern Kingdom. It's actually a really nice set of armour. I would not mind getting some. It's a bit expensive. I never tried out the Royal Soldier though. Is the Royal Soldier better? Well, its helmet looks slightly better, but I'm looking at the stats here. It's also slightly cheaper. Lots of weight on it. Ah, it's because it weighs less. Well, I think I'll grab some of it. Yeah, why not? We do need to grab some anyway for him to expand his inventory again. So I don't mind grabbing some. Do we grab the boots? Sure, we'll try out these boots as well.
Thanks very much.
Once we spend, I think it's 10,000 souls, he will once again change his inventory. So the Elite Knight is obviously better than what we've got. It's a lot heavier though. And the helmet's about the same. I like the helmet though. And boots wise, they don't look too bad. We're at 61%, so our stamina's not great, but I don't mind. Once you get to 70s when we start fat rolling, so we're okay for the time being. Let's go back to Cardinal Tower. We've got about 6 minutes left, so we should have plenty of time. Probably not going to fight the boss, but we might get the weapon I want. So I want to head this way first. This is stupid running in, but oh well. The weapon I want, well, the item I want, first off, is in the room with the ballistas. We couldn't access it because we didn't have a Pharaoh's Lockstone, but now we do, we can. Also, I want to look around here. What is that enemy? No, it's not an ironclad. It used to be an ironclad there. How interesting. That probably explains why there was a winged spear. And he just ate a ballista to the back. Well, it looks to be him. Thankfully it only takes us 2 hits to kill them. So, easily dealt with. And in fact, before we jump down here, I actually want to try something. If we do this, can we set off the barrels? We can. Well, that makes life easy. Well, easier. Now, down here, if you remember, well, first off, these guys are going to come out and say hi, so... Oh! Damn camera, lock on. If we're going to do that, I'm going to guard break. Didn't get the riposte off. Well, it's not really a riposte, but we didn't get it. Not that it mattered. So we use the Ferrous Lockstone here, and this lights up. And unlocks a secret door. You can only access it if you have a Ferrous Lockstone. Cancel, cancel, cancel. Never mind. Well, I knew there was a third one, but oh well. Get a Titanite slab, that allows us to max upgrade one of our weapons. And in here is the Chloranthy ring. It's a ring that I'm very fond of. The ring is named for its decorative green blossom, but its luster has long since faded. Raises our stamina recovery, not a huge amount. The base is not really that useful, but later on the +3 version is especially good. And also it resembles a green blossom, which if we look at it and stop walking into a wall, boosts stamina recovery. So the way we want to go now, which way was it? I'm trying to remember. I think we want to head... Which way was it? Was it down here? I think it was down here. I often get lost in the in this area. Can't quite remember the ways we have to go. Yeah, it's down there we need to go. So we will go down there. We'll two-hand our weapon as well, why not? Yeah, it's down here. This will lead us to a separate area. And we've got 3 minutes left, so let's quickly get through it. I wonder if this area has changed much. Now that we've got that key, we can open these doors as well, so this area got a lot darker than it used to be. Well, it looks a lot darker. Hello, who are you? Hey, it's ruined Alphys? He's one of the summons from the what do you call it now, from the DLC. Strange why he's down here. Does that mean there's a boss nearby? Or is he just here to cast light? Either way, it's fine by me. I don't mind having a PC buddy along. Oh no, there's skeletons down here now. That's a lot worse than it used to be. Maybe not. Black fire bombs. The black fire bombs are more powerful versions of the fire bombs. So this area now has skeletons in it, which is very interesting, rather than the soldiers it had last time. It's also a lot darker. Thankfully, Alphys is here to provide light for us. So, oh, the light's gone. I'm nervous while fighting these guys. I will let him deal with it for the time being. Oh, that was the parry. Yeah, these guys can parry, yeah. I shouldn't have attacked him while he had his swords in that strange stance. Some enemies do that. Probably going to need to get more life gems actually soon. What's this? A torch. We don't have any flame butterflies, so there's no point in trying to use it. We've got 1 minute left. So what's through here? Has this changed? Seems a bit dingier than it used to be. Oh no, it's lit up. Well, the sword I want is through this door. Where's all the ironclads? There used to be a bunch of ironclads around here. I'm getting nervous. Around this corner is the item I want. Should be this one here. No, it's changed. God damn it. Well, let's have a look around. Maybe it's still here somewhere. We're approaching the 30-minute mark though, so I'll have to end this part soon. There's the ironclads. I knew they were around here somewhere. Oh, that's actually so they've all moved onto the roof. That's actually terrifying. Oof, that was too close. I should really be careful when fighting these guys. They can actually knock you off the roof. take a drink in the most dangerous of positions. Yeah, you also can't backstab these guys because of that turtle shell they have on. And if you do, they just roll onto you and deal damage. How's Alphys doing? Getting beaten up. And you just got knocked off the roof. Well, that was unfortunate. Thankfully there's no boss round here, and he's done his job, so he's not too bad. Get a whip. That's the sword I want, the bastard sword. And we've just passed 30 minutes. So I'm going to have to end this part here. I'll end it on this roof. Hopefully you guys are enjoying. And I will see you all next time.